The Phantom of the Opera, the most successful musical in history, has been seen by 140 million people in 35 countries. It's been performed in 15 languages. And every performance needs 250 kilograms of dry ice. Why is that? In the classic scene in The Phantom of the Opera, the Phantom conducts Christine into his lair deep underneath the Paris Opera in a boat. And the stage becomes a lake, and there's a mist rising off of the lake. This is where we need the fog. All right, a fog-making machine. There are 6 of them underneath the stage in the theaters where the show is performed. So, hot water and dry ice. We get the fog. Plastic tubing conducts it over the stage. There actually are 6 different tubes, the corners of the stage, so that the stage is completely filled with the fog. Well, what is the fog? The fog is actually tiny droplets of water, because the vapor coming off here is carbon dioxide. And carbon dioxide at this temperature will allow water vapor to condense in the air. So what we're really seeing here literally is a fog, tiny droplets of water. And there are some interesting questions that arise here. First of all, is there any danger to the Phantom or to Christine because of the carbon dioxide? No, carbon dioxide is not toxic. We, of course, inhale it and exhale it all the time. It's a product of metabolism. However, it does have the ability to displace air because it is heavier than air. So if someone's head were below the fog, that could be a problem. And indeed, there was a very unfortunate episode just a few months ago in Russia, where in a bathhouse they were having a birthday party, and just for the fun of it, they had bought some dry ice and they threw it into the bath. It was a sort of a small swimming pool, and people jumped in. And there was so much carbon dioxide produced that it totally covered the swimming pool. And of course there was a fog, so no one from the outside saw what was happening, that people were becoming frantic, they couldn't breathe. Unfortunately, 3 people died in that episode. But luckily, in the case of the Phantom and Christine, their heads are above the fog. So that's how you make fog on the stage. And these days, of course, carbon dioxide is very, very important in other contexts. The low temperature is required in order to transport the vaccine. Both the Pfizer vaccine and the Moderna vaccines need very low temperature. The Pfizer actually needs minus 70 degrees, and that can be achieved with dry ice. So the vaccine is indeed transported around in boxes of dry ice. That's what it looks like. It isn't really dry, and it isn't really ice. But it's called dry ice, and it's, of course, made by taking carbon dioxide, putting it under pressure. That will change it into a liquid. The liquid can be further pressured, and then it will become a solid. And as soon as we put it into hot water, of course, what happens is the gas escapes as the dry ice warms up, but the gas is still cold. The water vapor condenses around it, and presto, we have the fog. So now you know something about the secret of how you make the fog around Christine and Phantom in the most successful musical ever made. And I've seen it 7 times, love it every single time. I hope that we can see it once more when this COVID nonsense is over. So once again, the Phantom can go on stage, and just after the classic scene on the misty lake, sing the signature song, which is the music of the night.